everyone's like, oh, but it gets better after chapter 17. Like, oh yeah,
It gets better 40 hours in the game.
Final Fantasy? Yeah, like, was this Final Fantasy 12 or something like that? Final Fantasy 13, that's it. That's the one. Yeah.
Oh, that one's rough. Dude, I've literally heard people say it gets better after 20 hours. Like, no lie. They're like, oh, it gets better after the first 20 hours. I'm like, do you understand that, like, 20 hours is, like, the length of, like, The Last of Us? Like, that is the whole game. That is...
You could beat Spec Ops: The Line, like, twice.
You could beat a Call of Duty campaign 3 times in 20 hours. Yeah. Maybe 4 if you're fast.
Yeah. Oh no. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
If you love hearing Mason, what are the numbers? And you're like, yes, number 12.
What are the numbers, Mason? Third playthrough. He's like,
third playthrough. Mason.
What are you talking about, Mason? 4th playthrough. It's Nazi zombies.
Get the Nazi zombies. Oh, what are you thinking about? Let's see. That covers a lot of spots. Let's put Teo there.
Let's just nuke the whole enemy team in one hit.
Oh man. If I killed this goblin, I might get to level 3, which I think gives me Blaze level 2. And no, I don't. But still. Let's get Gong. Oh, you know what? Okay, I'm gonna check something.
Sure.
Okay, XP is 56. So if I were to... Okay, wait. Let's actually check these stats, just so Okay, 6. So you should deal somewhere around 5 or 4.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't exactly equate 100%. And I think being in the forest affects something.
Oh, here we go.
It doesn't tell you...
Ah, yep.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Mm-hmm. I think there's something that if you level up, it doesn't spill over. The XP doesn't spill over.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, if you're at XP 90... Like, no matter what... You know, it takes... Right, that's Fire Emblem logic. You just get to 100.
Yeah.
And just XP is... depreciates as you fight weaker enemies.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't remember if it spills over. I think that's a weird thing that doesn't happen.
I could see that happening. Like, some weird shit like that in a Genesis game, for sure. These old school games were very archaic with stuff. But that's kind of what has their charm. That you're just kind of like, you really are thrusting yourself into, like, unknown territory with some of these old games. Like, you don't know what the fuck's going on.
No, exactly. No, I did 2 damage. For all I know, there's a weird sound. I don't know, how well can you hear this sound?
Pretty well, actually. This is the best I've ever seen your Discord stream. So I've actually seen it really, like, I am literally looking at the game right now, like, perfectly, and hearing it.
Oh,
and
solid. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And like you can hear like all the sounds and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah, the drum, the like marching band. Anyway, you'll hear like a weird like kind of pointy. There's really no other way to describe it other than it sounds pointy.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like it sounds like a critical hit thing in Pokemon. And it's a critical hit. Sometimes the goblins will do 2 damage. Sometimes they'll do 8, and you're like, shit. Like, and the goblin just hit again.
Mm-hmm.
Why? I don't know. I couldn't answer as to why that goblin hit again. Now it's Lick's turn. Should Lick go for this guy? Probably. But maybe he'll get spiked by the Dark Dwarf. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Dark Dwarf deals a lot of damage. I don't know.
Like anything's possible. And I guess that's why there's not permadeath, because Fire Emblem is a very, like, every single thing you do is, like, very calculated and very and some of the harder modes in that game are very tight on what you can do. Like, you got to plan every move all the way from the beginning of a map, and even before the map you have to prepare stuff. So it's cool playing a game where you're just kind of like, I'll use Tao to kill this guy. Whatever. Maybe Tao will die next turn. I don't care.
Yeah. Maybe Tao will level up magic points by 6. So,
yeah. Oh my god, your Tao is already broken. Already. The best character in the game.
Yeah, she can sometimes... Yeah. The other thing is she also levels up her agility really quickly. So she literally just levels up agility and magic points, and then whatever magic she gets.
Yeah.
So, like, all the spells, it's not like Fire Emblem where you have a magic strength.
Mm-hmm.
It's just spells will just deal that damage no matter what, unless it's immune.
Oh, okay.
So like a fiery guy, like a hellhound will take 6 from a blaze rather than, or like will take 3 from a blaze rather than 6.
Mm-hmm.
But it will always take 6 no matter what. It doesn't really have a resistance, doesn't really have this, doesn't really have a that. So it's just like that will just happen. But yeah, no, Tao. Then now next time when she does level up Blaze level 2, she can do it 3 times. Then you'll be like, okay, well. Oh, yeah,
It
he's
feels a
level
lot like the second Fire Emblem, the one you were just mentioning, like Echoes and stuff, but like
2. Yes.
how it used to feel on the NES. It's very like magic's kind of weird, and like dodging is kind of weird with magic, and like you have an overworld, and like you go to caves and you level up in shrines, and you don't have to level up at level 10. It's just all this weird, interesting shit, and that's why I actually really liked Gaiden, because it was such a breath of fresh air, while also being kind of like Sacred Stones, because Sacred Stones was like a soft Gaiden reboot or remake, so it was kind of interesting.
Yeah, I do really like exactly that. Sacred Stones does have a lot more freedom because you can kind of move from point to point, and if you need to grind, you can just grind at the tower.
Tower of Valony Floor 1. I have played that map more than any other map in Fire Emblem history, times like 5. Oh my god, the music. Oh my god, the monsters. I used to have like a formula. I'd be like, alright, Amelia's level 2, I only need to kill this many,
Yes.
and then Amelia's level 6, I only need to kill this many, and now she's a knight, and I only need to kill this many, and now she's a general, and the game is already over.
And the game's and the game is already over because Gonzalez's sons just destroyed everybody. Not Gonzalez, Gracias' son. Garcia's.
Yeah, you want to use that Ross, that Amelia, and that Ewan, dude. If you get those 3 up, man, oh my god. I remember Ewan was broken. If you already beat the game once, I think with both Erica and Ephraim, the 2 paths in that game, and you did a third playthrough, you could level up the trainees, we call them, those 3 characters, and you can continue to keep them a trainee. It's called Super Trainee. And when you get, so I think the Ewan and Amelia and Ross actually didn't get any bonuses from it. So you actually didn't really benefit from keeping them as a trainee. But if you kept Ewan as a trainee and he got to trainee tier 3, like 2 promotions, he would have every magic type in the game. You could use Dark, Light, and Anima. All 3 of them. Like, it was super broken. It was really cool. The only thing he can't do is heal, but he's like last boss levels of powerful. Like, he's like Lion power.
Yeah.
And his caps, of course, are like way past 20. Like, at that point, it doesn't keep the caps and all that.
No, exactly. Because like the caps on all those guys are really high intentionally because it's they're trainees kind of thing. Whereas like the reverse Yagan happens with with Seth and whatnot, right?
Yeah.
Like no, Seth's really good, but his caps are kind of low, So I think they're low, right?
Well, he'll every single time I've ever maxed him out like level 20, he has always capped strength, but that's about it. That's all he really and that's really good for him. That's 25 for a paladin. So if you have a max strength paladin with good speed, good weapon types, everything like A and everything, you can pretty much use anything in the whole game. He's really good. and he's like to help noobs out, but like the pros still use him, so everyone uses Seth.
Solid, yeah. Yeah. So, there was something else I was gonna mention. That the game was gonna bring upon me. What was it? Gee, I'm so hungry. I can't wait to eat this axe. Grandpa, don't worry, Zelda. The Triforce of the Wisdom has promised a safe return. I will eat you in a month.
If you don't hear from me in a month, save me.
Yes!
Yes, Dad. Oh, man. I was watching, so he, or Steven, he has a television show, and you can watch some of them online without cable. So I was watching your episode about the toy figures and all that. And specifically there's a part, it made me laugh unintentionally. So I think the ads are built into the video. So it's already like hard coded into his episode. So the one right before, because you have to kind of like, I imagine they tell you like, okay, like lead up to a break, and then hear the ads, and then you come back. So you say you're like, thank you for watching. I will be right back. I will see you. And as soon as you say you, like it's like Y-O half the U, and it cuts to the commercial, and it's just those cancer. The guy just says cancer. Looks at the camera. And it's the guy. It's the guy from like Will and Grace or something. Like it's some celebrity, like Canadian celebrity, talking about cancer in this like room, in this like room with bricks and like. But and I'm not trying to make cancer the punchline here, but it was just such a fucking total shift. I wasn't ready for it. And you're wearing your like awesome shirts, and you're like, and that was the episode where you were playing with like the figures, and you're like, I'm a vampire, but no, I'm not. And then the episode,
yeah. Yeah. What do you call me? Two-Face? You're a hive of scum and villainy.
Oh, it was so much fun to watch. It was so good.
Thanks. Oh, I liked that episode. That was a fun episode to do.
Mm-hmm.
No, the last episode was. This episode was super solid. Cause okay, randomly there's like one of these things. There's this one quiet like Quebec guy who plays Magic at our place. And then I interviewed him and he's like, "Oh yeah, I was part of this team. Oh, let's see. Oh. So his attack went up by 2, his speed up went by 1, his max HP went up by 8.
8.
So
Whoa, 2, 1, 8. Like, jeez, buddy.
Anyway, so I don't know what to do. And then he's like, "Yeah, I played like Magic back in 2001, and like I went to the world like the Pro Tour in 2005, and I went on this. Let's check his stats. He won like $20,000.
Holy shit!
For one tournament, and he was a part of this team where it's like him and this guy Gabriel Tsang and this guy Gabriel Nassif, and Gabriel Nassif is like the 3rd highest, like big quotes, highest paid Magic player ever.
Jeez.
Like he's made $500,000 playing Magic. Like,
holy, that's high profile,
like,
man.
Yeah, and I'm just like, I didn't like gush because I interviewed him without actually researching David, and I'm like, and I was like, oh cool, like you played professionally, and then he was like, oh yeah, I played in this and that, and then he mentioned his names, and I didn't clue in. Yeah. And then like I'm editing the video and looking for footage, and I'm like, oh, that's who Gabriel Nassif is. I'm like, oh shit, like I know this guy. This guy's like a kind of like a Magic celebrity.
That's crazy.
and David and then David was like, oh, I stopped playing professionally because I basically then started having a family, and I was like, oh cool.
Yeah.
And I'm realizing he probably just like cashed out. He's like, I made $20,000 playing a game I love. I'm cashing out. Like that's all I need. You know,
that's a net positive.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, with Magic, maybe it wasn't, but with most things, that's a net positive.
No, exactly. Yeah, that's a big asterisk. I don't know, but so.
Oh, come on, Tao.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm saving that for Gong.
Gong's kill. All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna put Hans right there. Ken, then kind of ranking up Ken a lot easily. That's what happens. So the thing is, Ken does this. Where he like levels up really nice in the beginning. Yeah. But then when you promote him, he levels up to like 1 HP, like every level for the first 10 levels of a paladin. To which then Pele levels up, like you'll get another centaur in a second, May, who's the king's daughter. Yeah. Or no, it's your commander's daughter. And her main strength is defense, and she'll just like level up a defense like 10 twice in a row, and you're like, fuck, like it just happens, you know. But then Ken just like doesn't do anything, so you just like drop him like a wet blanket. Yeah,
he's good for the first half, you know, he's useful, and then we don't need him anymore.
Yeah, exactly. And because you can just grind, you don't feel bad wasting this time being like, I level up by attack by 3, great.
Nice.
So solid. And then these guys are gonna be like, oh no, and then Squadala, we're off.
Squadala, we're here. So good.
Yes, perfect timing. That is no. I know the answer to this. I know exactly what YouTube poop that was. That's for Zelda's first date.
Zelda's first date. .mp4. No, I don't know what it is. I don't think it's actually got that, but it's so it has
.avi.
It has unregistered Hypercam 2 on the corner. So oh man.
Let's see. Quick save, just making sure. Hey, welcome back, poopsies. It's me, Ninja Brian. Actually, no, it's not Ninja Brian. It's the other one. It's the Jew one. Yeah, that's a great way to define him. Hey, I'm Grump. I'm the Jew one.
I'm Jewish. I mean, he has made that a name for himself. He's very well known as a Jewish man, so I guess some things work for him.
Yeah, no, that is true. He does all his stories about his dad are all his. They're so like, because like, Jewish people have like kind of that thing with like being kind of. A lot of their cultural things are kind of that weird stubbornness that Europeans have.
Yeah.
So a lot of those stories are just like, "Hey, Dan, I don't know how to use technology." And it's like, like. Oh, yeah, this is the evil guy. This is Kane.
Kane.
Put up a picture of Kane next to Undertaker.
I was thinking that Kane too.
So he's got this sick armor. He's got that blue blade.
Nice.
Sword of darkness, show me your power. Like.
You have to talk to it like that?
Yeah, I know, right? Like, Varios dies.
Varios dies in fucking brackets with punctuation. Oh my god.
Oh, Guardiana. What do you think the people of Guardiana were meant to do for their lives? I wonder if this was to protect something. Anyway, so they died. And then Mai's like, look at the king. Lick me. I don't
lick me.
Much longer. Lick me. I like that. It's good. I love it. You should never let our fall to hands if you rude Faust. Oh. Your Majesty placed on my daughter Henri in my. There's a really confusing thing because if you recall, Henri is the name of somebody in Fire Emblem.
Oh yeah, that's like a Marth-like character too.
Yes. Is it like Marth's? Like descendants of Henri?
Yeah, that's like an ancestor of his. I think that might even be like the hero king from before that.
Right? Okay.
Yeah.
So like when I had Shining Force, I had a GameCube and I saw the trophies for like Marth and I was like, Henri? So what? That's like Shining Force. And then like I played Fire Emblem, I'm like, this is like Shining Force. I'm like, okay, what? I'm under the assumption that Shining Force like used that name or like as I said, like, whatever game both Shining Force and Fire Emblem were trying to imitate or trying to play to must have had something that sounded like Henri. I don't know, whatever. Like, I don't get it. Whatever. Anyway, May's really good. I am going to give her the lance. Oh, there we go. I await you at the headquarters. Be quick. Yeah. Literally, she's playable until probably the last chapters. I think around, like, level 20 paladin, she just doesn't level up. But it's one of those things like you just can't tell when it's gonna happen or not. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't.
It's all up in the air, like everything else in the game.
Right? It's just like oh, this guy. Oh, I'm gonna talk to this. Let's search this. Open the treasure. Nothing is found. Fuck you. Did you take it? Treasure. They took it all. They didn't. I just.
You just got an antidote or something now, and an angel.
I got an angel.
That seems pretty important.
I got a phoenix down. You're a phoenix down. Anyway.
There's a few videos on YouTube that I find are almost perfection.
Yeah.
The Final Fantasy ODG whatever is so fucking perfect, man. And it's funny because you can directly reference it because Eageraptor did a Final Fantasy VII video as well, and it's way worse than the ODG.
Yes.
Oh my god, it's the ta. Oh god! they get into the battle. Watch out for those funny bits. The great lord made me colorblind like the asshole he is. Or something. I'm a what?
I can't say that line. No, I was about to say a line. I can't say that. No. I don't mean to be cynical.
Yeah. Oh my god, he throws the sword at and he throws the sword and it breaks. Oh shit.
It disappears. Ah shit. Gay lover.
Yeah, oh my god, it's a whole different era of YouTube. Whole different fucking ball game back then. Holy shit, it was wild west of YouTube.
Right? Like, oh man. Do I give Lick the power potion? Oh fuck it, yeah. He needs it.
Yeah, he wants to lick it.
He wants a little lick. He's like, He
wants that good suck. You ever see that written down with 2 C's as suck? I don't know why it makes me laugh.
Never seen anything so horrible.
And all.
Alright, I gotta find the headquarters. Where the fuck is the headquarters?
You know that little fleshy bit?
Fleshy.
Gets in your teeth. Alright, I'll stop. We'll actually talk about Shining Force now.
No, I mean, let's go find Henri.
Well, she can really fucking move.
Yes, because she's on grass, as is the usual paladin thing.
It's like Advance Wars.
Yes, she's like a recon, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, then you get guys like Gort, who, he's fine. Like, he levels up a little nicer than Luke.
Oh my god, he has a hand axe, really? Javelin and hand axe? Okay, there's
hand
no
axe has
way
one range.
they make these games, like, what? 3 months? Apart?
Yeah. I'm under the impression that, like, Fire Emblem became... Maybe it was, like, somewhere... You know what? What is the date? What is the release date of Fire Emblem to Shining Force?
Well, I mean, that makes it easy, because the Fire Emblem 30th anniversary is coming up, I think, this year, so 30 years ago.
Oh, okay. Then
Yeah.
I think Shining Force is, like, a year later.
Oh, okay. That would make infinitely more sense.
Yes, yeah.
Because the Genesis was just coming out, I think, in 91. Or
yeah,
no,
this
I
was
don't know.
not necessarily a launch title, but, like, give or take, kind of around that, like... some would probably argue this was a launch title.
Yeah.
I don't think so. No, it was. No. Those are all
Wasn't the
lies.
Genesis like 80s? Like the end of the 80s it came out?
Yeah, I think it was 89. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's like, I'm pretty sure this is lies. Like,
Yeah. That's right. I don't think anyone's coming to us for historical game knowledge. Just anecdotal game knowledge.
Yeah, that's a good word. No, no, Morgan's Gort's fine. Never mind. We're good. Sorry. I screamed for no good reason. Wow, it was almost like a Let's Play channel.
I screamed for... That should be the Let's Play channel's name. I screamed for no good reason.
Oh, Chica. Oh, Foxy's gonna catch me. Oh, I'm gonna scream. Oh,
Chica. I'm gonna scream now.
Yeah, I'm going to scream. I am Markiplier. Oh, I'm gonna scream. Chica. Oh, protect me.
Try not to laugh. I'm gonna laugh I'm gonna laugh at the last 3 videos, so I have something to laugh at.
Try not to laugh challenge. Oh, 2 javelins and one miss. 2
Sounds
RNGs
like Fire Emblem
that don't
to me.
work. What? I can attack. Wait, can I attack with no item? Yes, I can. And it looks really weird because he just tossed his punch.
Yeah, wait a minute here. What, do you throw a rock at him or something?
Yeah, he's at the Safari Zone right now. He's gonna throw bait.
Oh my god.
Oh no!
It ran away, because fuck, everything runs away in that stupid Safari Zone.
Oh my god.
My biggest fear... Sorry, go on.
Go, that's fine. I'll let you know. Go ahead. I'll try to remember.
My biggest fear is finding a shiny in the Safari Zone and not being able to catch it.
Oh, man. I mean, I guess good that Gen 1 didn't have shinies, but also Gen 3 had shinies. You know, right? And also Gen 1 also had, like, Genghis Khan, like, was... That's the only way you can catch it. Like, you know, right? Like, I don't know, it was just, you know, it was the back the weird times. Although, after watching a Let's Play of Pokemans, and this was the point I was gonna make, I just realized that you can glitch out the Safari Zone. So, you know how in Gen 1 there's the Cinnabar Island glitch area, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. If... Like, you know how you randomly find, like, level, like, 300 Clefairies or whatever?
Yeah.
One of those Pokemon that you can get in that glitch time is the last Pokemon you saw.
Oh.
So, you can then be like, I'm gonna go to Safari Zone. Oh no, I saw a Genghis Khan, and then I screwed up. And then you try to catch and he screws up. Oh, fuck, Link's getting, some 5-1 memed right now. Huh. Anyway, so you can just do that, and once I discovered that after like doing like a whole playthrough, like min-maxing fire like normal Pokemon Red, I was like, oh shit, you can just do that. All right, well, whatever. It didn't stop me from cheating anyway, but that's okay.
But that's okay.
Fuck, Ken moves again. Fuck you, Ken. Ugh.
Ken's a dick.
I know. I don't want you to move. I want May to give you her lance back so you can actually deal damage. I'm trying to min-max this thing. It's not letting me do it. Tails getting damaged by the fucking giant bat. She's gonna go to sleep. I'm certain. Motherfucker!
Fucking taco, dude.
Got tacoed. What?
Teo? You put a K.
Oh, okay, gotcha. I'm getting what you're spitting. I see what you're doing. Tacos. Oh my god.
Why not both?
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, sure. Why not? Teo, May. Oh, Yugi boy. Harpy Fairy, go ahead and kill the thing. Oh. That's not what she sounds like. But she kind of sounds like that. Yeah. Never mind. What am I talking about? It is kind of what like My Valentine from Yu-Gi-Oh sounds like.
Yu-Gi-Oh, man.
Yeah, she was always just like. Sorry, 1 sec. Yeah, she would always just be like, oh, Harpy Queen, go ahead and attack. And then someone would be like, May, be my boyfriend. And then she's like, oh no, here comes my really powerful card. My most powerful card in my deck is a 1300 power creature, which fucking sucks. And then then they're like, I can't defeat that because I don't know, Yu-Gi-Oh always does that.
Yep.
Anyway, so that's my diatribe.
And you basically just watched all of Yu-Gi-Oh right there, guys.
Yeah.
Saving some time.
Yeah, exactly. Oh man. Oh yeah, I was trying to burn through Shining Force 3 at some point recently.
Mm-hmm.
Well, because I got like the Sega Saturn, and and I was like, oh, I also found Shining Force 3. May as well play it.
For sure.
Despite the fact that it's only part 1 of 3, and I'll never get to play part 2 without modding it. To which I've downloaded part 2 and 3 translated.
Nice.
So like I can do it.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, my Sega Saturn is like shitting the bed. It's really frustrating.
Oh no!
Like the disc scanner is not working.
Mm-hmm.
So it literally is just like reading Shining Force as a music CD.
Ooh, that's not good.
Right? And it's playing the music in the game, but it's also like, yeah, no, you can't do that. Like, and then I went to get it fixed, and then the guy's like, yeah, I got it fixed. I put a new disc laser, and then I go to play it again. It's not working still. I'm like, no, okay.
No.
I was wondering if it's the disc. It's just now every disc on my Saturn's not working. So, anyways, so
great.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good, man. Like I never really messed with much of the series that are similar to Fire Emblem. I'm not sure you'd call them like I guess SRPGs, strategy RPGs. I guess it would depend because some of them are a little different. I don't know.
Yeah, strategy RPG is probably the right word. Like,
yeah,
I don't know what else you would call it. I'd say that. Sorry. You were mentioned. Okay, right. So before we even started this, you mentioned that you wanted to play this game, and what was the other game that you're going to mention?
Yeah, so I've been on kind of like I've really wanted to play Fire Emblem binge, but I haven't. For some reason, I feel like I can't bring myself to do it. I think that's because I've finished all of them. And so I want a new Fire Emblem experience, I guess is what I'm craving. And Fire Emblem 4 and 5 are kind of like... I don't know, I want something like Fire Emblem, but not quite like Fire Emblem. So I was looking over at a similar series. Yeah. And there's sort of like two subsets of games that are like Fire Emblem, quote unquote there. There are the Final Fantasy Tactics-like versions, and the more Fire Emblem-like versions. And there are far more games like Final Fantasy Tactics. Like, you have games from, I think, what's that developer? They make a lot of, like, 3DS games lately. They made a game called Stellar Glow. I think Atlas. Atlas has a lot of games that are a lot like Final Fantasy Tactics. And they all have, like, positioning and what way you're facing, and they all move at different times, and you have, like, an SP, and you can, like, use special attacks that have AoE and stuff. And so I like that stuff, but I definitely prefer the Fire Emblem, like you're leveling up your character and like you have like an army, but like they can die and every move you make is important, and there's like a lot more at stake in that game. So I was looking, and the games that are closest to it, ironically the closest to Fire Emblem that isn't Fire Emblem is something called the Tear Ring Saga and Berwick Saga. and I was doing research in it. That is, I believe one of them is a PS1 game, and one of them is a PS2 game. Really weird. I never knew about these games, really. And they're sequels to each other. They are so close to Fire Emblem that Nintendo sued them, and they had to change some things in the sequel. Like, it's literally, like, the exact same, because the creator, Kaga, he actually made Fire Emblem 4 and 5, and then left the series to make this, because he's like, I don't like what Nintendo's doing, I want to make my own thing. And so Fire Emblem 6 is the one with Roy in it and all that on the GBA. It's sort of like the branch off from the father of Fire Emblem. And the real father of Fire Emblem made the Berwick Saga, Tearing Saga. So it's like really weird and cool and interesting. And I was kind of looking into that. The only other game that I found besides Shining Force, I guess, as well, that we're playing right now, is a game called, or a series called Langrisser. But it's really weird because the only instance of it existing in North America, like in English, is a different named game all the way back on the NES. It's some weird like Dragon Gate or something like that, like some generic name that has nothing to do with it. But they just recently came out with the remaster of the first two games, and apparently it is huge in Japan. Like they've had tons. It's a lot like Fire Emblem, only it never made the jump. And there's a lot of games and there's a lot of hype for it. So there's a lot of weird, almost Fire Emblem like games, but you won't find a whole lot of them competing with especially recent modern Fire Emblem. Like, it's sort of unopposed in that space.
No,
it's
exactly.
very interesting. Mm-hmm.